Harriet Beecher was born June 14, 1811, the seventh child of a famous Protestant preacher. Harriet worked as a teacher with her older sister Catherine, and her earliest publication was a geography for children, issued under her sister's name in 1833. In 1836, she married widower Calvin Stowe, where she got her last name, and eventually they together had 7 children. Stowe helped to support her family financially by writing for local and religious periodicals. During her life, she wrote poems, travel books, biographical sketches, and children's books, as well as adult novels. She met and corresponded with people as varied as Lady Byron, Oliver Wendell Holmes, and even President Lincoln. She died at the age of 85 in Hartford, Connecticut. While she wrote at least 10 adult novels, she is predominantly known for her first, Uncle Tom's Cabin, published in 1852. Begun as a serial for the Washington Anti-Slavery Weekly, the National Era, it focused public interest on the issue of slavery. It was deeply controversial. In writing the book, she drew on her personal experience, being familiar with slavery, the anti-slavery movement, and the Underground Railroad. Following publication of the book, she became a celebrity, speaking out against slavery both in America and Europe. She wrote in a second novel, A Key to Uncle Tom's Cabin, in 1853, extensively documenting the realities on which the book was based, to refute critics who tried to argue it was inauthentic, and published a second anti-slavery novel, Dread, in 1856. In 1862, when she visited with the president, legend claims that he greeted her as the little lady who made this big war, meaning the war between the states. Campaigners for other social changes, such as Caroline Norton, respected and drew upon her work. The historical significance of Stowe's anti-slavery writing has tended to draw attention away from her other work, and from her work's literary significance. While her work is, admittedly, uneven, at its worst, it only indulges in a romanticized Christian sensibility that was much in favor with the audience of her time, but finds little sympathy or credibility with modern readers. At her best, she was an early and effective realist. Her settings are often accurately and detailedly described. Her portraits of local social life, particularly with minor characters, reflect an awareness of the complexity of the culture she lived in, and an ability to communicate that culture to others. In her commitment to realism, and her serious narrative use of local dialect, Stowe predated works like Mark Twain's Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer by at least 30 years, and influenced her regionalist writers, including Sarah Orne Hewitt and Mary Wilkins Freeman. All in all, Harriet Stowe was an amazing woman with an ability to gain people to support a cause and eliminate other people from supporting other causes. While she was regarded as a radical by many during her time period, many people in today's period just see her as a woman with a strong belief of something that not many people in the region where she lived believed in.